Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is and how to make a usability test. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, this is a tool of testing. It got the following characteristics. It is a tool that allows analyzing the behavior of a product, service, or a business model before it's being launched. It aims to assess the recognition, acceptance, and behavior of users to the proposal development in the project and in case of being necessary to modify the development. The tool is used in the prototyping and testing stages in a project that is being developed with the design thinking methodology. However, it can be used with any agile methodology. To develop this tool correctly, you must be very objective, analyzing in detail the behavior of the user and the interaction between the product, service, and user. Okay, so when we are developing a usability test, there are many things that we have to keep in mind. The first thing is that you have to be very sure what are you going to test. This tool is very practical because it allows you to analyze a product, a service, even a business model. All of these components are part of a project. So it's very important that you know what are you going to test and why. Because sometimes people do things and honestly they don't know what they are doing. So it's very important that you keep that in mind. After that, you need to know how is it going to be the information recollect. That is very important because, okay, if I'm going to test a product or a service, I know that I have a user for that, but I need to recollect information, and there are different ways that I can recollect that information. You can make a video, you can make a photography, you can make many different ways to recollect the information. But what is important here? If you already know what are you going to test, you have to make a focus group. If you don't know how to make a focus group, please check the channel because here we have the tutorial of how to make a focus group. That tool is extremely important because it will allow you to have the correct group and to know how and why are you going to test and how and why are you going to recollect that information. So you develop a test. That test will have different components and it's different between the thing that you are creating. It's not the same for a business model, it's not the same for a product, or it's not the same for a service. However, the most important thing is that you know the impression of the people they have when they interact with the product or the service. So after you recollect the information, you start analyzing that information. What do you want to find out? First, what is the user reaction? It's very important to know if the user will purchase that product or that service, it will participate of that, and it's very important if they appropriate. However, they can say something with their mouth, but with their face they are telling something different. So it's very important that the people are honest with their answer because this is the last filter before the launching. So here you can make and change stuff. But if you don't notice here, the thing will can go with a big mistake through the end. After you analyze the information and basically the reaction that the user have with the interaction, you will evaluate and you will decide what. The first thing you can say, okay, the product, the service, or the business model is perfect right now. We can launch it and we're completely sure of that it's going to be a success. But you can also say, okay, the answer in the focus group and the evaluation is not good. We have to make changes and we have to make it now. Because if we launch it like this, we will have a lot of problems. So that's what you decide. You decide if you launch or you decide if you go back and you change the stuff. As a conclusion, we can say that at the end of the test of usability, you should have a clear result and define if the product, service, or business model are ready to be implemented in the market or if they should be redesigned or reconceptualized. It is very important when you are generating this evaluation to be objective. This is the last filter before launching and implemented. So if you notice that there is an error, a mistake, or something is not right, that is the moment that you can change it. If you don't do it, the result of the product or the service can be catastrophic for the whole development. So it's very important that if you notice something is not right, make the change, make it right now. Otherwise, it will go until the end and that will be a huge problem. Thank you very much. I hope this video will be a big help in your development. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 design thinking channel in the whole YouTube universe. Remember, every Monday we have a new video in Spanish. Every Thursday we have a new video in English. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.